My grandpa told me this story when he was sitting on his balcony with his old radio, trying to relax. It was 10 p.m. at night. He could see his neighbor's house from his balcony. I mean, he could see inside. At the time, he was about to sleep until he saw a flash on his neighbor's house. He tried to gather his awareness and pay more attention to it. He saw the flash again, but with the sound of gunshot. There was a lady lying on the floor with blood all over her clothes, which was his neighbor. And he saw a man dancing like a creep in front of that lady's corpse. He danced and kept dancing. He also laughed occasionally. My grandfather was just stoned looking at that sadistic incident. At one point, that creep stopped dancing, and that man looked out through the window. He made an eye contact with my grandfather, which made my grandfather shout. He grinned and pointed my grandfather with his shotgun. At the time, my grandfather ran into his room, locked his door. He took his landline and called the other neighbors, but no one answered. He heard that someone rang his doorbell over and over again until that creep shut the door and opened it. My grandfather got under his bed to hide, and he could hear that the guy was slowly walking to his room. He tried to knock the door until once again he shut the door and got it. My grandfather could see his feet walking around the room, and he stopped in front of the bed. My grandfather thought that he wanted to look under the bed, but at the time he heard gunshot again, and he shut the wardrobe and opened it. He thought that my grandfather was there inside the wardrobe. And then he turned back and dropped his gun. He looked under the bed. Once he saw my grandfather, he wore that creepy smile again and tried to take the gun. But before he could do anything, my grandfather heard a police car siren and screamed as loud as he could. That creep quickly stood up and ran away. My grandfather said that the creep had been caught by the police and sentenced to death because of his crime. He already killed 8 women. That guy was dead, but for my grandfather, he will never be gone. He will stay in his mind with a creepy smile forever.